Hey everybody, this is Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports, and today I want to address something that came across my YouTube feed. I had planned on putting a video together for gameplay from my last weekend, but this came up, and I think it's about time someone addresses this. I'm sure somebody has in the past, here or there, but this got out of hand. So I'm going to play a clip of this fight, and then we're going to address it.
Because y'all over here, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, don't fucking do that. He's a fucking kid. Fucking kid. What are you? Oh, look at his head. You guys fucking shot at him first. Did he try to fucking break that shit up? He punched me. He punched it. Are you fucking dumb?
Oh shit. Yeah, I love Airsoft. This shit's funny.
He just came over here and fucking pushed him in the neck. For no fucking reason.
All right, so now that that's done, the trend I want to talk about is this overshooting somebody or just like mag dumping somebody when they piss you off. Granted, in this case, the guy kind of shoved the kid first, but it wasn't really like a serious push. It was just kind of like a get the F out of here shove. But this rampant, and it's a rampant problem in Airsoft. It happens all over the place. There's a million videos of flip out and fight videos where someone just mag dumps somebody because they're pissed off. And it's not acceptable. This situation was freaking bound to happen. A lot of players out there need to take this as a wake-up call, in my opinion. The kid picked a fight with a bunch of soldiers, and there are a lot of soldiers and veterans that do play Airsoft. A lot of soldiers and veterans think that Airsoft is a joke because of stuff like this, but there are a lot of us that still go out there and play. And it's just one of these things, like we used to say when I was working in the prisons, you got the right one. And that's exactly what happened. These kids picked a fight with the right ones. And they didn't expect it because they're like, well, we're kids. One, you're about the same size as these guys. Two, you're between the ages of 17 and 19, and these guys are between the ages of 19 or 18 and 23. So the age gap isn't that much different. Okay, like the very next year, the kids that started this could join the military. All right, these guys are trained. They're trained to respond to threats. They're trained to respond to pain, and you found the right group. These kids got rocked for it. And honestly, at this point, while I don't advocate fighting on an airsoft field, and I'm not advocating or calling for violence, they got what they deserved. There are a million times we see these videos of kids mag dumping other people because they're upset. And everyone's like, well, if it happened to me, I woulda, but they never do. This group of soldiers did. And they found out quick, fast, and in a hurry. I mean, one gets tackled to the ground immediately. His buddy jumps in and starts trying to wail on him with a rifle. That kid gets taken out by another dude. And then when the video pans over, there's a kid coming out of a rear naked choke. It's exactly what was used. We call it a VNR in law enforcement. It's a vascular neck restraint. It shuts off the blood flow to your brain. It'll knock you out. And it's not a chokehold. I don't care what the media says. You're not cutting off oxygen. You're cutting off blood flow. And it does. It will bring you to the ground. And to the guy's credit, like he let the kid out when he went to the ground. He ends up with a broken gun and a snapped airline. Like these are things that are going to happen eventually because it hurts and people are tired of seeing it and nobody wants to get lit up like that. And then the kid posts the damage to the guy's head from what he did with his BB gun. Like, it's funny. There's blood blisters all over this dude's forehead. And right there, that's a lot of legal trouble if the guy decides to press charges. That's an issue. All right. And then these kids I looked online to get the video. I'm not even going to mention the site. But the kid's out there talking smack. He's like, yeah, I'm a barber, low-key giving people fades. No, dude, you got faded. Like, you're the one that got faded. Your buddy got faded, you got faded, and your other buddy got put to sleep. That's it. Like, you guys lost that, and you're out there talking smack. And from what I understand, they've been banned from a lot of fields for doing it. That's what I've heard. I don't know if there's truth to it. The kids are saying, or the team is saying that they're not, they didn't lose sponsors and they didn't lose any field access. From what I've read, they've lost all of it. I don't know. But the point is there's repercussions for it. And the only reason I'm really highlighting this is because this behavior needs to stop. Okay? This lighting people up outside of the game, it can be considered aggravated assault. You guys have to understand this. If you're mad and you decide you're going to dump somebody, and granted, those guys fighting back, they could probably get away with self-defense. If I'm being honest. I mean, depends on the lawyer, depends on the judge, but they could probably get away with self-defense. And the fact that these guys are kids, that you can't hide behind that when you're the same size as the people you're a year younger, maybe 4 years younger than the dudes that beat the crap out of you. That's not the we're kids thing, because you know what happens in high school all the time. 17-year-olds beat up on 14-year-olds all the time. All the time. That's why we call them bullies. Right? This is the kind of stuff that happens. When you're about the same size, you might not be the same muscle build, you might not be in the same shape athletically, and you definitely don't have the same skill level in fighting, because we just watched the video where you got rocked. But again, you know, you can't hide behind the we're kids, so we can do whatever we want. These videos are almost an epidemic online right now. You see them all the time. I put a video in there where I think I put a short up one day called "Cheater Gets Mag Dumped." And what I mean by mag dump is I kept shooting them again and again. I didn't hold it down. I didn't do this typical mag dump thing. I used the term mag dump for clickbait. And that was one of my most successful shorts, just because people had to see it. And then they're like, well, that's not a real mag dump. They were looking. There are a lot of players that are looking to see people get hurt online. This causes problems. It's the same thing like I did with my cheating video a while back. It allows people that want to do this behavior to find an outlet to watch it. It sells on YouTube. You get a lot of views for it. You get a lot of views for fights. You get a lot of views for all that kind of stuff. But what it does is when people are considering getting into the sport or not, what it does is it turns them off. And so while we're sitting there looking at maybe declining, if you're looking at a field with declining player count, or you're going to big events that aren't big anymore, these big name promoters are starting to drop off or whatever because they're not getting the people, it's because of the videos like this that just turn people away. So you won't have that place to play in 10 years if you keep posting and following and cheering on people for mag dumping. Was it Stryker in New Jersey, not Stryker Airsoft Industries, that's different. But there's a field called Stryker in New Jersey that had a lot of problems with fights and this and that and the other thing. And their excuse for shutting down was, well, our lease got higher. Well, somebody else just took up the same lease and now they're running the field again. But from what I understand, that field was toxic. It's a place I wanted to go. I never experienced it, but from what I heard, rumors online were that place was toxic. And if that's the case, that bad behavior shut down your field. So bad behavior like this does shut down, because now that field, and I'm not even going to mention it, that field's looking at insurance cost increase. They're looking at scrutiny. They could be held liable in this whole thing if people want to go after them. So now you're putting a field where everyone plays at risk because you want to be stupid and you want to light somebody up in the back of the head. And again, as we can see, now there are people that are actually fighting back. So do that at your own risk. If you think you're cocky and you're like, oh, I'm 15, 16, and this guy's not going to hit me, and you light him up and he knocks you out, don't be surprised, because trends follow. And now that that video's got so much traction, everyone that says, oh, I woulda, they're gonna. So the next time you light somebody up and you think it's funny, and all of a sudden you get a face full of fist, that's your own fault, dude. That is totally your own fault. This needs to stop because it's not safe. It's going to ruin the business. Airsoft already comes under freaking scrutiny by politicians all the time. So keep playing, and it's going to be one of those FAFO moments. And these kids, they FA'd and they FO'd real quick. Don't let that happen to the sport by encouraging this kind of behavior or participating in it. Till then, this is Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports, and I hope to see you guys out on the field.